Hi all and welcome to the Truth, Honour and Integrity Show. My name is Thomas Williams and that song goes out to Kim, the Trust, my admins, all the THI members and all other organic, non-dark people and beings around the world. Bar none. That's what we stand for here, about all working together. But sadly, we have people who are not interested in doing that. And we have bad people all around the world who wish to play games and destroy humanity and destroy the people and leave people, a lot of people, in a very bad state within themselves and around them. So tonight's show will be the From Russia with Love series and the Clowns in Panic shows will feature heavily tonight, and further proofs will all be unveiled in tonight's show, including other aspects of our show being validated as well. So strap in. This will be a fun but bumpy ride tonight. Enjoy it. Now, first off, I want to say a massive thank you to all in THI for the concerted push on the donations for the People's Club. And I'm glad and amazed in equal measure to report that the donations last month alone was a record. That beat the previous record for monthly donations set in January as well. Now, the donations for February alone was more than the entire years of donation for 2019. March is on course to smash February also, after an extraordinary donation that came in this week, and a special thank you to that person. You know who you are, but with internet children around, it's best not to mention your name. But thank you very much, and thanks to all who are on board with the People's Club. One of the things, we did part 2, ones and zeros, the last show, I think. It's been a long week. And there was a comment on the chat, and every now and again I like to throw comments from other people in, and their input, because like I've said consistently, this show's not about me. And this person gets it. Not because of her praise for me or the show, because she took her own responsibility and actions. The trigger word was repeated in that last show, part 2, and she embraced it. And these are her words. I noticed a couple of posts, apologies, I don't know who posted them, as I was just having a look and had a little time, that mentioned the women's connection to the moon. Sometimes when I feel really happy in my heart, I say things really simply with much conviction at the same time. I refer to a comment I made about cutting the cord to the moon, and that I was going to celebrate that. I need to say, I meant that. To me, intention and connection to it is everything, and it can be simple and uncomplicated. I turned away from all kinds of healing modalities I've learned or come across over many years, as they never spoke about this. They all called on people to call in this deity or this alleged master, or perform particular practices precisely so that a healing could work. They never allowed or guided people to go in to their own inner wisdom or inner tech, or whatever you want to call it. So here I am now, with respect for the choices others make, truly training myself as much as I can to heal myself, transform my thinking, doing my shadow work. When I said I'm going to cut that cord, that is what I did. And I can say I've been experiencing tears of joy, deeper connecting, inspirations all in a few days. All of this was triggered by Thomas's part 2 of the Ones and Zeros show. So to the person who wanted some help for his girlfriend, the best thing you can do is guide her if she is willing to listen to Thomas's Must Listen To series and allow her to shift in her own rhythm. And to the person who offered some music as assistance in my cord cutting, thank you so much. I do use music a lot in my life as well, and sound, and it's all beneficial. Kudos to that person. You said it rather distinctly and eloquently. We will have maybe another show on part 2 and part 1 of that series coming up, where we perhaps cut it for good. People individually can go and do it, and this is what we've been teaching, about everyone being responsible for themselves. But there is a clear sign now that this show, and also the work I do along with the trust, is having a massive impact. As you can judge it by the levels of trolls that appear. And over recent times, it has become a daily event, putting stresses and strains on our admins, and you really should support them and let them know that you all care for them. They go through a lot. The fact is, more people have been removed from our group due to poor behaviour, top and bottom line, and inappropriate reactions in the past 3 to 4 months than over the 3+ previous years that THI has been operating. Now, there are a few factors in this. We are winning the information war, along with a number of other alt media outlets. People are losing the plot big time, as the difference between those who have worked on themselves and those that haven't has become marked. And I want to thank all our members in these interactions, particularly in the past week, for not stooping to the levels of these type of people. Those people can't be helped. It boggles my mind why people would join a group if they don't like the owner and spend all day trashing it. I don't particularly care that they don't like me either, because these people are irrelevant. But is it much to ask that those people go and do something more productive for themselves and others, instead of going around just trashing others all day? These are testing times for us all on so many levels, and holding our nerve is the key. Bad people want to throw you off balance and disrupt your work and progress by putting doubts in your head, all designed to pull you back into their spiral dance of fear, lunacy and darkness. For the benefit who don't have Facebook, this next piece is from Kim. People only talk about people who are actually doing something. They do not discuss ones who are not moving. The most heavily attacked persons in the alt media are Thomas Williams and myself. Sure, you have spurts of blue chicken haters, also spurred by Shane, and a few others here and there, but for the most part it is against us. I have been peeking in and out of the alt media for nearly 10 years now, and I have never seen more hate campaigns than the ones against us. Why? Ask yourselves. Has Thomas Williams ever struck first against an alt media person publicly he may give his opinion when asked, but not a slander campaign. So let's look at the facts. 1. The intel given by us is presently leaking out into the mainstream media. 2. The team works diligently on preventing catastrophe after catastrophe, which also eventually leaks out to the mainstream media, including the birth of a new star that was announced here first. 3. The team works day and night to bypass system after system set up by the Black Sun and Rothschilds. And don't you think we would all like a paycheck too? Projects after projects with amazing new technology cures for all types of disease, and for every day our tests only make it through the gauntlet so far. Many people die of starvation, much more than the fake coronavirus. Fake being the coverage of it. And Kim wonders whether they are selling more Mexican beer these days. Many people die of cancer, cystic fibrosis, and many other man-made diseases. How hard do you think it is for us to sleep or do anything but work? Why? Because we have a moral obligation, and all of this rests on us, at least in the beginning, before the large funds. So I could care less about the hate campaign coming from self-proclaimed Rothschild coven members, or pedophiles, or Nazi Black Sun von Reitz. Matter of fact, I thank them. Why? Because if these two murderous covens are sending their shills into alt media after us, and mostly only us, then that means we, all here at THI, the People's Club, are the doers. And may God, Source, bless them the way they have blessed us. Peace, strength, and love to all. We will prevail. Oftentimes I wake up with a song that comes to mind. This was one from the other day, and to my friend Thomas, who has helped the team more than you know, has been a friend to me through all the attacks. Not Facebook banter people who hide behind a computer, but real physical attacks, spiritual attacks, and personal attacks. Who is always willing to lend an ear to anyone in need, not just me, and is sharing of his time for hours on end each week, teaching us and helping us grow. So we are ready for this new beginning we are experiencing now. We love you all. Let the haters hate, and stay strong.